Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing positives and why you should live on a narrowboat. Friends, you get to meet lots of them and all different ages, all different walks of life. It's a small community on a narrowboat, so you get to meet all different people who you wouldn't normally cross paths with in normal life. You know, like we're meeting a lot of healthy people, which is quite rare for us because our friends all like a drink. I'm not saying a lot of the narrowboat people don't, because if you are a narrowboater, you'll know you do. But we've never like been outdoorsy people, so we're not used to meeting people who walk, run, jog, cycle and things like that. And we're meeting lots of different people, and it's quite inspirational, to be honest, because you think, oh, I wouldn't mind doing that. You'll never catch me on a bike, but it'd be funny though, wouldn't it? But it's nice to meet the different people who you wouldn't normally meet in your normal lives. So different ages as well, you know, you're mingling with people of all different ages, younger than you, older than you, and they're interesting. You know, you learn so much from these people. So it's a small community, and there's a lot of good people with a lot of interesting stories. So that is a definite positive for being on a narrowboat. Another good thing about living on a narrowboat is the fact that because you're living in such a small space, you can clean up very, very quickly. So because you can, like, we do like a mad 30 minutes and we go, right, let's do a mad 30, and literally we've got our own rooms. I do the bathroom on one end, Tony does the front room and the other end, and we just do a mad one where we get on our hands and knees, clean the floors, everything gets cleaned from top to bottom. And you're probably thinking, 30 minutes, you dirty buggers, you can't clean it in 30 minutes, but we just go mad for 30 minutes and it's quick. But because it's such a small space as well, everything's really quick to do. So if you're decorating or anything, I mean, I'm not being funny, you could sit there, you could actually stand in one spot, paint that wall, ceiling on that side, all in one go. But you can, you know, you can sit there, you can make a brew, clean your teeth, nip toilet, and watch TV and do a bit of knitting, and stoke fire up with a bit of coal and not move because you're that close to everything. But it's just, everything's compact, so you've got, everything's a lot quicker to do, you know, whereas at home you've got to do one room and then you've got to do another. Here you can just get it all done. So all the jobs don't take as much time when it's things like cleaning, maintenance, decorating and stuff like that. I'm in the middle of a video and Tony started the engine for some water. We normally have showers in the morning because we have the central heating on, but he's put the engine on in the middle of my video. It doesn't matter, does it? Saving money, that's another one. So we found, I know this is a lot of, like, people disagree about this because they say, oh, going on a boat, you've got this to pay for maintenance and this, but we can only go off what we found, that we've saved money compared to the house, because Tony had a house, I've got a house, and if with the where the bills have gone at the moment in the world, we would not have been able to afford one of the houses. So we found it much cheaper on the narrowboat, not maintenance wise, but because we've not done anything yet, but just standard of living has been nicer, but we've spent a lot less money. So yeah, food, we came on and we were spending a lot of money on food, you know, because we were having full breakfasts and things like that. But then we didn't have room in the fridge, so we started cutting it down, where we'd have, instead of having like a full breakfast, we'd have bacon butties, and we'd save the sausage for tea, and then we started having just cereal and things like that, you know, and having bacon the day out, you know. We just saved a lot of money on food and breaking it down like we did, because we didn't have the room in the fridge. So money wise, we personally, I know people will disagree, but we've personally found it much cheaper on a narrowboat to live. Bills, gas, all things like that, electric, diesel, even with all that included, it is much, much cheaper for us. Another reason, I'm full of them. I'm full of these good reasons today.
Full of summer.
Hey, another reason to go on a narrowboat is the fact that it makes you slow down. Now, it really, really does. But you don't realise how much you've slowed down until you actually get in the car. You know, maybe in a couple of months or something, you get in the car and you go in, you know, out on the roads and stuff like that. You realise how everybody's in this mad rush and mad panic, which we were part of at one stage, but we're not anymore. So, you know, obviously I go to the boat and home, you know, to and from the boat back home, and I really notice it. So people are in such a hurry and in a rush to do everything, you know, because they're working all week and they've got this, you know, urgency to do everything, maybe at weekends or on the day off, which is, you know, we've been there, we understand, but it does make you slow down. I mean, you can only go, is it 7 miles an hour, Tony? 303. I'm speeding on the cut and I don't even know it. Don't be coming at me in the comments. Anyway, yeah, so it does make you really, really slow down, you know, because you're going at like 3-4 miles an hour. So yeah, that's another reason it makes you come down a peg or two. Clutter, that's another thing as well. When you come on a boat, you declutter your life completely. You go from a house onto a boat, or wherever you're coming from, apartment, you know, you could be going from anywhere onto a boat, and you just declutter everything. So you end up, all the things like you have in your house, you know, them drawers that you have a load of shit in, you don't tend to have stuff like that because you don't have enough drawer space on a boat. You don't have enough space for clutter. But you know that saying where they say, tidy house, tidy mind? That is what it's like on a boat. You sort of declutter everything. Now, we make ornaments in our business, so we don't have any ornaments on here. We don't have any pictures up. We don't have anything. We have one candle and that's it, because we wanted to really declutter everything. Less to polish, less to do. So it's, yeah, it gets rid of all that rubbish, you know, the unnecessary rubbish you keep in your house, you know, and you're having your top drawer for 5 years, you know, and you look in there and there's bizarre things, you know, like a pair of nail clippers that you've kept from a Christmas cracker from 1996 and things like that, but you're going to keep it because you might need it. You don't have all shit like that on your boat because you haven't got room for it. So decluttering, amazing, makes you feel brilliant. Another good thing about being on a narrowboat is the fact that it's really good for your mental and physical health. Now, I know that's probably a given, isn't it, because you're living what people think to be a better life, but it's really good because you tend to get off the boat more, you tend to go outside more, so you're getting more daylight, you know, you're getting fresh air, you're just getting out and about a little bit more active. So like me, I suffer from anxiety, don't mind who knows, and I'm also bipolar, don't mind who knows that either. So I know firsthand that it's a really, really, it's really good for your mental health. But the thing is as well, and I will be honest about this though, although this is like a positive one, if you suffer from anxiety and things like that, it doesn't get rid of your anxiety, it's just a nicer place to be anxious. So Tony laughs when I say that, but it is just a nicer place to have your anxiety on a boat. So that's a positive thing. You know, your worries aren't going to go away, but you will feel a lot better because you've still got the same worries, but they just moved to a boat. But you're getting out and about, and you know, and it does make a massive difference when you're walking and chatting to people and stuff. So yes, that's a really, really positive. You know, if anybody wants to chat to me about anything I've said, you know, please pop me a message. I won't mind at all. And finally, nature. We have never seen as many tits in our life. The fluffy kind, not the others. We never thought that we would see as much as we have done, and we've seen mink. I know they're a pest, but we've seen them, you know, which we'd never see normally if we weren't on a canal boat. We've seen hares, not ers, should I say, Hare, you know, jumping in fields. We've seen herons, we've seen the mandarin ducks, which were absolutely stunning. we've just seen so many different things we wouldn't normally see. I mean, we've never seen sloe gin berries and stuff like that. Is that right? Sloe gin? Sloe berries? Oh, you know what I mean. We've never seen those berries, you know, all the different things we've seen, and it's just like, you'd never, if you weren't out on a narrowboat, you wouldn't see these things. You wouldn't be out in nature as much. I mean, you might be, but we personally weren't. We weren't outdoorsy people, so we didn't have an interest in it. But the birds, the bats, the dragonflies, everything we've seen has just been really, really different. When we saw the terrapin or the turtle, wherever it was, on the River Weaver, it's interesting. So you get to see things and you remember it as well, and it makes you feel really good. So nature, lots of tits. I'm so childish. So yeah, that's another thing that is good about living on a narrowboat. So that's it for today, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, if you think of anything else positive, if you can pop it in the comments below, and if we do another video, we can add that in, so that'd be really, really good. So I just want to say thank you very much. If you'd like to like and subscribe, we'd be really, really appreciative of that. And it's goodbye from me, goodbye from Tony, goodbye from Captain Bruce, and as always, forget me not. Bye.